Yeah, so we're in Paris this weekend for the Paris 400.
The very next day by the Inco further away to the east of the town. One venue, two races.
It's time of the day to finish the race today, but
with 2 rounds in as many days, there were loads of championship points up for grabs this weekend. And speaking of championship points, after winning the opening round less than 2 months ago, it is the NWM Castrol Ford driver Gareth Woolridge who leads the way.
Yeah, look, we're up against the best in the world still. Unfortunately, we've lost Henk, but in saying that, Toyota's got 2 very strong drivers. Toyota privateer teams are just as strong, so we're under no illusions, and we've got a lot of guys to fight.
Into the sport after missing out a few races. Vos Prinsloo and André Vermeulen also made a comeback, but now from behind the wheel of their much improved Castrol NWM Ford Rally Raid Ranger. Prinsloo was one of 3 drivers setting an identical. Ahead of Bottrell, there was another tie for 5th place, as both the Brazilian crews of Marcos Baumgart and Andriotti Neto in the Castrol NWM Ford Ranger and the surprise package of 4 spots were still up for grabs, and as with any form of motorsport, qualifying is extremely important. For the Inco Paris 400, the qualifying time would not be counted for the actual race. Only the position would be used to determine the grid for the race proper, like in Formula 1. So for the remaining 4 crews, everything was still to play for. Castrol Ford's Gareth Woolridge and Boyd Dreyer started round 2 as the championship points leaders and had everything to play for, but could only manage a time of 1 minute and 23 seconds. Good enough for 4th. It's time for the all-important numbers draw, the formality that is for the race proper. This can mean the difference between winning and losing. Too close too far back, and you might get stuck that remain between now and crowning the mostly dusty Free State farmland roads. Throw into the mix Ford and Toyota. And so for this season, between former champion Gareth Woolridge and the young protagonist, but not as good a day as the one enjoyed by the Brazilian crew of Marcos Baumgart and his navigator Andriotti Neto. The Castrol NWM Ford Rally Raid crew did however lose a position after qualifying in 5th early in the day. But in a race with such a high attrition rate, they had much to smile about, reaching the end in 6th. It got even better for the Castrol NWM Ford team as their second car propelled itself up into the top 5, courtesy of Vos Prinsloo and André Vermeulen. It wasn't plain sailing though, as the windscreen wiper system let them down, leaving the 2 burly men with very little visibility for most of the day. Woolridge was on a mission, and halfway splits indicated that he was leading the race, courtesy of some great speed and help from the closed gates that slowed Bottrell down. But sadly, the fight was cut short when a random technical problem halted their progress and forced them to the sidelines.